Welcome back from the rest hold, everybody. It's time for us to start getting into our Royal Rumble predictions, and we're going to start off with the kickoff pre-show match that they just announced today. It's going to be a fatal four-way tag team match where the winners are going to qualify for the Royal Rumble. This is the type of thing I really like for them to do, because it not only has like a match where we can, eat up some of that time and we're not just spending an hour talking about all the recap stuff, but it's also a good way for them to kind of show just how important the Royal Rumble is. I mean, qualifying matches are something that they should be doing on a regular basis, but at least if they're going to do like the Tumblr thing, or they're going to do some kind of like, when we had for 1996, we had the free-for-all where Triple H, well, he was Hunter Hearst Helmsley at the time, and Duke the Dumpster were fighting for the number 1 and number 30 spot. That kind of stuff's pretty cool. I like that stuff. So before we get into who's going to do what or whatever like that, what do you guys think about this match being added to the card?
I agree. I always like the addition of trying to get into the match. So many people are just like, oh, I'm going to be in the Royal Rumble. I'm going to be in the Royal Rumble. You can win the title this time. So this time especially, they should have had qualifying matches, if anything. So I think it's a great idea. I'm not so hot on who they have in it, but, we'll get to that.
Anybody like opposed to this idea? Would have rather had something else? Nope. Awesome. So the people that are involved in this match: Dudley Boyz, the Ascension, Mark Henry and Jack Swagger, who have been tagging up quite a bit recently, and Darren Young and Damien Sandow.
What?
Yeah.
Exactly. When did that become a thing?
No idea.
Probably on SmackDown or some shit like that.
So, I guess the primetime players are done, right?
Yeah, that's what I thought. When I saw that, I was like, what the fuck? Are they not together? Did I miss a breakup?
So are Darren Young and Damien Sandow the pre-show players?
Well, I gotta assume that this is Dudley Boy's match to lose, right? They gotta be the favorites here.
Yeah, but they can also be pushing that the pre-show players. You never know.
I would assume if the Dudley Boyz don't win, it's going to be Henry and Swagger. I can't imagine the Ascension winning this.
I'm feeling it's Henry and Swagger because I think Henry's another big man you almost have to have in that match. And with the possibility of him retiring, I would want to have a good show for Mark Henry in the Rumble this year.
Yeah, exactly. My prediction on this one also is Mark Henry and Jack Swagger. I think the Dudley Boyz just want to go out there. They're going to do their match, and I don't think they need to be in the Rumble. I mean, they were last year. We had Bubba Ray, and then this year they brought both of them back, and I don't think we need them in the Royal Rumble. I think it'll be cool seeing them in the pre-show match, but I think, like Mike was saying, Mark Henry you got to have in the match.
This year we should have Devon in the Rumble, and then we could have, like, I don't know, Neville pretend to be Bubba Ray.
The old switcheroo.
Well, he pretended to be black.
Yeah, I mean, he did that on Monday Night Raw. Maybe that was the transition for it, I don't know. If I went with who I thought was going to win, that would be the Dudley Boyz, but I would much, much rather see Henry and Swagger win because I like the two of them a little bit more, and I really think that that's more versatile. Like, Dudley Boyz, I mean, it's cool when they did their little comeback, but are you really going to want to see, like, you've got those 30 spots. A lot of people aren't going to be in it this year. And do you really want Devon in there, for instance? That's just going to be somebody that gets thrown out, doesn't really do all that much. Henry could have a good thing. Swagger is somebody who could throw in early, and he could kind of stick around for a little bit. He's versatile like that. This clearly is a two-horse race, though. I mean, nobody thinks Young and Sandow have a shot, right?
Well, I was perplexed when I first saw that pairing. I thought, what plans do they have? Do they actually have a plan for these guys to just throw together such a seemingly random pair of guys? So
no, they just ran out of guys that they didn't already have in the Rumble. And those
that's what I'm thinking.
That's all it was.
So as far as the Dudley Boyz, we're going to be able to see all their spots in that first match. So seeing them in the Rumble, I don't, it wouldn't have quite the same sparkle that it would had we not seen them in the pre-show. So we're already going to see them do all their moves, and there's not going to be a reason to see them. So that's why I'm going with Henry and Swagger.
And with Darren Young in the match, I don't think you're going to have any problems with the match having lots of sparkle.
Did it?
At least we get to see Damien Sandow on TV, though.
Yeah, I mean, this will be kind of interesting to see what he comes out as. Is he going to start doing the savior of the masses kind of thing again, or is he going to do the sizzle thing from up, up, down, down? Is he going to do Macho Mandow? Is he just going to be Damien Sandow wearing some weird-ass trunks? He might not even get an entrance.
I hope he's not just generic Damien Sandow.
That'd be the worst,
I would love it if he were the intellectual savior again. That was a great gimmick.
Maybe he's just going to be like the primetime player type of replacement. Like the two of them are going to do the millions of dollars dance, you know?
I'd be down with that.
I think you guys have convinced me. I think Henry and Swagger are going to win this now. I'm going to change my my prediction. Dudley Boyz, really, they probably could just wrestle this match and that'd be it. I like Swagger and Henry's chances more. So let's go around one more time here. Just give our final thoughts of who's going to win it. Drew?
I'm going to go with Henry and Swagger.
Payton?
Henswag.
Henswag. It's a terrible name. Wago?
Henry and Swagger.
And Kalen?
I'm going to be different from the rest of you guys. I'm going to say Swagger and Henry.
All right, guys. Part 4 is in the bag. Part 5 is coming up next. Intercontinental Championship match between Kevin Owens and Dean Ambrose. So stay tuned. Part 5 is coming up.